tell me, you guys have reinvested a lot. What has that done for the business as far as, like how has it been successful for you guys? Does it bring in more people? I mean, talk to me a little bit about that side of things.
We this is where it gets hairy for me because I'm not 100% into that area of the owners
Hmm.
are still, we still have our meetings and we talk that business is doing great and we still see faces that we don't see and things like that. But
Hmm.
as for what I have seen throughout the years with the changes, I have seen a lot more growth in the facility,
Hmm.
and with that growth comes bigger responsibilities, and with those
Hmm.
responsibilities you always got to make sure everything's running right. And
Hmm.
because those people are coming in, they expect everything to be tip top shape and not dirty and things like that. So on my end, I have seen a lot of growth when it comes to customers in the facility and customer expectations.
Hmm.
And so as long as you can meet the customer expectations, the customer growth is always going to, it's not going to be substantial, but every little bit counts. So if we can get one family to call and say, "Hey guys, family reunion, we're bringing in an extra five more people because we were there," and the success that we have seen with the growth that we're doing, it's a double edged sword when it comes to growth. And on one side, you want to keep that growth going, and on the other side, it can disappear just like that if
Yeah.
one thing is messed up. So I personally have seen a lot of growth inside of the bowling center with the changes that have been made by the owners.
Hmm. But you're saying with that comes a higher standard or expectation from the customers then.
Correct.
Interesting. Yeah. So increased business comes increased responsibility.
Correct.
So
And,
then,
and at the same time, when we were talking about staffing issues, that that change that you have to make sure that you're implementing is the staff wise, because you bring more stuff, you got to have more staff
right.
to operate that more stuff. And so it opens the doors for more employees, but it also opens the door for someone calls in, man, you're going to have to cover it because there's no one else.
Right. Yeah. I guess it adds a lot of complexity, to
It,
add
it
these
really
different
does.
product lines. Hmm. Um, cool. So the other question I had, and maybe this is something you don't know as much about, or maybe you're involved in it, is when you guys are assessing these product lines, is it more of a gut feel? Is it more crunching the numbers, or how do you guys choose? Hey, this is a major reinvestment we're going to make. How do you make that decision of whether or not to do it?
So with the clutch, we did a lot of homework. We do a lot of homework about everything. We crunch the numbers. We see return investment. We have to. It's it's a month to 2 month process of us just gathering information and sitting in this office right here, gathering and um, telling everybody what we're fearful of if we do bring this, or what we're excited about, or what we could change. And it it's a process. It really is. And if you don't have that process, I think you just kind of go by a gut feeling, and something could
Hmm.
happen in the long run. But the only time we ever really look at something is if someone's having one of those aha moments, aha, this would be great. But then comes the homework, because we want to make sure if we're going to do something great, we do it with all that we are, instead of just, oh yeah, that'll be great, let's do it. And at
Hmm.
the end of the day, it just sits there.
Right now, in this homework, is this back of a napkin, or dump a bunch of things into a Excel spreadsheet, or how are you guys doing those calculations?
Uh, Back of napkins. We're
Mm.
still old school.
So just a matter of, here's what it's going to cost, here's what we think it'll increase, here's what the payoff terms are going to be.
Correct.
Do you have like a target of like how quickly you want things to pay off as your cutoff, or what's like what do you guys look for as like good signs of?
See, that's not my wheelhouse.
Mm.
I'm not into that. That's more Jim and Sandy. They have what they target reach on that. I just help figure out what would be awesome in this place.
Sure.
Take it
I
to
like
them.
it. The upside. Hey, did you like this video? Great. We make 10 of them a week. Subscribe to learn more and keep learning about what's working in the industry. Talk to you then.